gonna do today is basically just get into my favorite stuff that I have been wearing during the pandemic, the past couple of months, stuff that I just been loving. And I just wanted to share that with you guys so that y'all can, try it out for yourself, see if you like it, see if it'll become one of your staples. So, with all that being said, before I get started, letting you know what my favorites are, if you are new here, welcome. I hope that you decide to subscribe and be a part of this Amber J family, okay? And all my people who have been rocking with me from the beginning, I appreciate y'all. Thank you for being patient with me, and welcome back, man. I appreciate y'all. All right, so let's get into it. First thing that I want to talk about, I'm going to just go in order of how I do my makeup, okay? So pretty much that's my eyebrows and my eyeshadow, then, my foundation, etc., okay? The first thing I want to start off with is the Super Goop Unseen. Is it going to show? No, that's too bright. It is the Unseen Sunscreen. This is the packaging. This is actually the larger size. I love this sunscreen. It is SPF 40, which is decent. I like this because it goes on clear. And I have acne prone skin. I'm actually using Curology now. If you've ever used Curology, let me know how you like it, because it is doing some things to my face. It's doing some good things, because the maskne was real. It still is real. So I'm giving Curology a try to see if it can help my skin out some. But this right here goes on clear. It does well with makeup, and I just love it. I would say, if you are new to this product, don't get the larger size, because this bad boy is not cheap, okay? I would say get the smaller size to try it out and see how it does with your skin, because some people have a bad reaction to it, some people don't. You really have to be careful with that when it comes to any kind of skincare product or any product that you put on your face, period. You have to try it out in small doses first to see if your skin agrees with it. You get what I'm saying? So this right here this has been a staple for, I want to say, almost a year, if not a little bit over a year, that I've been using this under my foundation. Also, I really have nothing left in here, but it is the Fenty Skin Fat Water. I use this after I wash my face. I absolutely love this. It is basically a pore refiner. It is basically a pore refining toner serum. And I've had this bottle. This is the first bottle that I bought. I bought this maybe a week or two after it came out. I can't remember when it came out. Was it February, January? Whenever it came out, it was like a week or two later, I went ahead and decided to get this. And as you can see, I'm just now getting to the bottom of it. I got another one waiting, but it doesn't take much. But I like it because it makes my skin feel very, very moisturized, and it doesn't make my skin get extra oily, if you know what I mean. I'm a very oily girl, and it doesn't make my skin feel like it needs to produce more than what it's already producing. If you can hear some meowing, that's my cat in the background. I have a cat and 2 dogs, so you may hear them in the background, and my cat really wants to get in this room. Okay, so on to the next thing. Let's start with eyebrows. Eyebrows, this right here has been a staple of mine for the past 2 years. I was using the Benefit, what is it, my Precise Brow, was it? I think that's the name of it, the Precise Brow the Precisely My Brow. I think that's what it is. Pencil, and it is from Revolution Pro. It is the color dark brown. And when I say that it gets my eyebrows together, it gets my eyebrows together. There is no other pencil that I would use other than this one. And when I say the love is real when it comes to this eye pencil, like, these are my backups, and I plan on getting more. This pencil costs basically $8 at Ulta, and it lasts me pretty much a month, because I do my eyebrows even if I don't put on makeup at all. So what I like to do is just my eyebrows and go out the door sometimes. But this right here will get you right. It's not too stiff and it's not too creamy. It's just that right consistency. That's why it reminds me of the Precisely My Brow. So yeah, try this out. I promise you, if you like the benefit, if you like that eyebrow pencil, try this one. I promise you it's a good dupe for it. The next thing that I use, I don't use it often, but when I do, this is my tried and true product. I like to clean up my eyebrows every now and then. When I use this pencil, I don't hardly have to ever use a concealer under my eyebrows, but when I want to have them snatched when I'm doing my makeup or whatever, or just whenever I feel like it, I use the matte concealer in shade NC42. This is the Studio Fix concealer, and I absolutely love this. It may not look like it's a lot of product, but best believe it's gonna last you a while. I've had this for a couple of months now, and I still haven't made a dent in it. Like, and it gets the job done. It's not, I dropped it. This concealer has really helped me with getting my eyebrows snatched and all that good stuff. I like it. It doesn't cake up on me. It just looks flawless under the eyebrow. So I love it for that reason. This is a luminizer. It's from Auric, and I want to say I've had this for about, it's been a couple of months. I put this under my foundation. I don't put it all over the face. I just put it on the highlighting parts of my face. So basically, like the upper part of my cheeks, down the bridge of my nose. And it is something that I will never go without. It highlights your face. It makes you have that glow from within look without doing too much. Now this is something that you can mix in with your foundation, especially if you are someone who has dry skin or even normal skin. You can mix this with your foundation. I don't, just because I have oily skin, but I love it just to put in the high points of my face, just to give me that extra glow. And like I said, this is in the color Citrine. Love it, love it, love it for under my foundation. So let's talk about eyes for a minute, okay? Because your girl got a lot of products. What I like to do before I do my eyeshadow is put down an eyeshadow base. I used to use concealer, but I found that with me having oily eyelids, it would just break up everything and it would break up my eyeshadow. So what I would like to do is use an eyeshadow base and set it. What Makeup by Mario did was he came out with a product called Master Eye Prep and Set. I have it in the shade medium. So you have your two concealer shades. It's not really a concealer because it's drier than concealer. I wouldn't really use it as concealer, but I guess you could if you wanted to. But it has your two shades here, and then it has a powder that you can put on top of these to set your eyelids. And the translucent powder is very, very thin, as you can see. So it's not going to cake up your eyelids in any kind of way. You just put on a little bit and spread it around. I use a brush to put mine on and then use another brush to set it. And that way I can have a blank canvas for my eyeshadow. And it mutes out the discoloration in my eyes because my eyes are just a shade darker than the rest of my face. So I use that to just give myself a blank canvas for my eyeshadow. And so, yeah, I use that before I use my eyeshadow. And it lasts me all day. So now, let's move on to eyeshadow because I have several brands here that I love. Let's start off with drugstore, okay? Drugstore eyeshadow, there's certain levels to it. You get what I'm saying? And the one place that I have been loving, I don't really consider this place a drugstore, but it's a drugstore price. We'll put it that way. It is BH Cosmetics. I have so many palettes from BH Cosmetics. This is the Avocado Toast palette, and it comes with a mirror. This one I got on sale. I think it was like $9, but these colors are like right up my alley, okay? And the pigmentation is there. The, you know, performance is there when I put it on my eyes. There is no patchiness with them. This is the Blueberry Muffin. I don't do cool tones too often, but when I do, I like going to this palette because it just has some warm, but it has a lot of blues and different things like that that I can play around with. And like I said, the formulation is just really, really good. And they're affordable. They're really affordable. They have sales all of the time, and they have really stepped up their formula. So I like it for that reason. The next brand I want to talk about is none other than Miss Pat McGrath. Dame Pat McGrath. I love her. I love everything about Miss McGrath. I love her energy. I love her brand as a whole. I just got introduced to Pat McGrath, I want to say around July of last year, and I have been hooked ever since. So with Pat McGrath, I have almost all of her palettes, but I don't have the first one, and I don't have Bronze Seduction. But I took out two that I use the most, which is Mothership 7 Divine Rose, and then I have Mothership 8, which is Divine Rose 2. Here is Divine Rose 2. I'm trying not to blind you. It comes in cute limited edition packaging, which I don't even know if it's limited edition anymore. But these are the shadows. These are the shadows for Mothership 8. This is a pretty duochrome. Well, it's actually a triochrome. And yeah, you see that? Like, insane. Insane. Her formula, it's just on another planet, man. And I really love how easy it is to apply on the eye. I would not say that I'm a professional by any means necessary, but her formula blends with so much ease. Her formula blends with so much ease and not a lot of effort, and you just get the most amazing looks, and that's with any of her palettes. So I would say that you give her stuff a try, especially her eyeshadow palette. She just came out with blushes, which I will talk about in a minute. But her whole line, her whole company as a whole, I just love. I love everything. I have several things. There's still things that I want to get from her, like her foundation, and I got her lipsticks. There's a couple other things that I want to get, but we can talk about that on another day. But I would suggest checking her out. She has sales pretty often. Her palettes are not cheap by far. But when she has a sale, I would say jump on getting one of those palettes. Next, we have Natasha Denona. Natasha Denona is one of my faves as well. There's Pat McGrath and Natasha Denona. I'm a stand for both. Okay, they give you both different things that you need. Pat McGrath to me is like wham bam, I'm in your face, I'm gonna give you something. Natasha Denona, she to me, it's like a balance with her. Like she has some palettes like that that's gonna give you that oomph that she may want every once in a while, but she also has the palettes that are nice and pretty and subtle, and that can be every day. She gives you everything, okay? The two that I have been using the most is the Natasha Denona bronze palette. Hopefully I'm not blinding y'all. And the newest one, which is the Zindo palette. Let me show you the inside of the bronze palette. This one came out, I want to say it was last year, and I absolutely love this palette just for everyday, especially in the summertime, springtime. Love this palette. This is her midi size. Is it the midi? I want to say it's the midi size. It's the $65 palette. She has other palettes. She has a larger size palette, which costs, I want to say $125 or $129. Those are nice too. I would suggest waiting for a sale, but if you want to splurge, get you one. Biba to me, the main one that you need, because it has the shimmers, it has the mattes that you would need, that you would get the most use out of for every day. Zindo is the next palette that I have. This is the newest one. I absolutely love this palette. This is actually the palette that I'm wearing on my eyes now. I have balance in my crease, flow right here on the lid, and zeal in the outer corner. Okay, and I actually love this palette for every day as well. It gives you the warms that you like to have, that you're comfortable with, and then it gives you these pops of blue over here to be a little bit adventurous, but you know, it's not gonna make it just wild and crazy, you know. All right, next, am I finished with palettes? Yes. So the next thing is under eye. So the main product that I have been loving for under my eye for just days that I'm not wearing a lot of makeup, but I need just something just to give my under eye just a little boost, is this. This is the Fenty Beauty Bright Fix Eye Brightener. The next is Sephora's Best Skin Ever. This stuff right here is absolutely beautiful on the skin. This is the shade 35N. I love this stuff. And finally, for foundations, I have the Fenty Beauty Blurring Skin Tint. I wear the shade 17. I love this. This right here, I didn't know I needed it until I got it. I love it. The reason why I like it is because it doesn't have a lot of coverage, okay? But when you put it on, it looks like you put a filter on your face. It transfers a little bit, but not too much. And it just gives you just a little bit of something of what you need. Now, I would not wear this with, you know, like this eyeshadow look here, but for every day where you just want to look put together, but you don't want to put a lot of effort into it, rub this on your face, put some of this Fenty Bright Fix eye brightener under your eye down here, set it with some powder, and go on about your business. And I promise you, you will look flawless all day. I love this stuff. Absolutely love this stuff. Last but not least, let's talk about some face products that I've been loving. Let's start with my powder and bronzer and under eye powder. Like I said, Pat McGrath, love her. Love everything about her. Love everything about her company. I don't have everything, but I plan on getting a lot of her other stuff, but I'm waiting for a sale, girl. I ain't even gonna front you with that. But the next thing I have is her Skin Fetish Sublime Perfection Blurring Under Eye Powder. Absolutely love this. I have the color yellow. It brightens without doing too much. It's yellow, but it's not like a stark yellow. It's like a pale yellow, but it matches my skin tone so well, and it blends like a dream. The next thing is my Charlotte Tilbury face powder. This is the Airbrush Flawless Finish in the color 3, if I can get it open. And this powder right here, I will never ever do again without. Okay, I love this. I love this stuff because it does what it says it is supposed to do. It makes your skin look flawless. It's a flawless finish, and that's exactly what it is. It makes your skin look flawless when setting your face with it. And then I have the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. I love it. I have the color 3 in this as well. This is a huge pan. Look at it compared to my face, even though I got a big face. But look at it. It's huge. I love this thing. I have been using this quite a bit for I would say the last 6 months. I love this bronzer. I absolutely love this bronzer because it gives you a flawless finish. It gives you the right amount of color, and it doesn't make you look like you overdid it with the bronzer. It just blends in so effortlessly. And last but not least, I have my blushes. I have 3 blushes, but I only have 1 in front of me. And this is from Pat McGrath, her new release blushes. If I can get it open, this is the only thing about it. This is the packaging. This is the shade Paradise Venus, and you have to be very, very careful with how you open it. This is Paradise Venus. Look at the embossing on here. It's beautiful. I have Electric Bloom, and I can't think of the other one, but this is the perfect shade for me. I love this shade right here on my cheeks. And this is very pigmented, but it's very blendable. But this right here, this is the Skin Fetish Divine Glow Highlighter in Golden Nectar. This is the newest highlighter she's come out with. There it is right there. This one is very, very, very pretty. It's very, very soft. It's very, very blendable. And you blend it out, and it just gives you this nice sheen without being too much. Now, it is buildable. If you want to go for that, you know, you can see me from the solar system kind of look, it will give you that. But if you just want that subtle glow, it's going to give you that too. And it's going to give it to you well. You get what I'm saying? I love it. And y'all, the last thing I wanted to talk about is lip glosses. I've been doing a lot of lip glosses lately. I've gotten out of wearing so much lipstick just because of mask, and it just comes off. My favorite of all favorites is the Fenty creams. I absolutely love this. This is in Honey Waffles and this one is Fenty Glow. I absolutely love these. Alright guys, so that is it with all of the products that I have been loving since the beginning of the panini, and since the past couple of months as well, because some of these are new releases, some of them have been out for a while, but these products I truly love, and hopefully, you know, if you guys get them, you will love them too. I appreciate you guys for taking the time out to watch this video, and I hope that you have an amazing day, and I will talk to you guys later.